Co-workers are not your friends. Even if they may seem cool with you, always remember they see you as your competition. It doesn't matter how many laughs you share or how many times they got your back. At the end of the day, they're looking out for themselves. So keep it professional, keep it cool, but never forget where you stand. Because when it comes down to it, you're on your own.
This might sting to hear, but your coworkers are not your friends. To be honest, they probably never will be. They'll smile in your face during lunch and then throw you under the bus as soon as you're not in the room. I learned that the hard way. I've had coworkers feed me false information just to look better than me to our manager. So now I just keep my head down and do my job. And when I'm in meetings, I pull out my phone and I hit record, and I have the detailed summary later with all the action items. And I don't have to sit there acting like I trust anyone to give me any updates, because I don't. And honestly, it keeps me sane. The workplace can be so toxic. It's always best to have receipts and look after things yourself.
Work people are not your friends. Why y'all be going to work looking for friends? The fuck? That's the number one people you should never trust in this world. Work people, coworkers. And don't get it fucked up, because you might get cool with maybe like one or two people, but baby, these people ain't your friends. These will be the same people that will sit up in your face and literally go right to your boss telling every motherfucking thing. And them ones that be like, oh, you gotta watch out from. Nah, that's the one that you gotta watch out from. First of all, I come to work. I don't come to work to make friends. So that's the whole wrong mindset right there. I don't give a fuck about what my coworker doing, who my coworker may be sleeping with, what this person got going on. I don't give two fucks. Because what you eat don't make me shit. And the one thing I don't play the work cliques, the work bullies. I don't do all of that. And we damn sure ain't being friends on motherfucking social media. Bitch, you are blocked before you can even find me.
And if I could tell you anything, especially if you work, my first piece of advice was stop making friends at work. And the second piece of advice is take that PTO, take that time off. Take the time off. The job is still going to operate without you being there. The job is still going to operate without you being there. If you get fired tomorrow, your place is going to be put on Indeed the next day. Stop overdoing it. Stop overworking yourself for these jobs. Enjoy that time off. Don't think about work when you are off. What other things do you got to do? And let's go back to the first thing I said, making friends. Stop making friends at these jobs. These people don't really like you in real life. These people are jealous of you. These people hate to see you succeed. They hate to see you want to do something better with your life. People hate you. So do your job and go home. It's just that simple. It's literally that simple. Do your job, making money, go home. That's it. That's all.
You know the saying I say, your coworkers are not your friend. Stop giving everybody access to your personal life. Stop. Not everybody deserves a front row seat to your life. Some people needs to just stay in the stands and watch you. Not everybody deserves access. Access should be given by alignment only. There are a lot of people who get close to you just to find enough information about you to destroy you, especially in the corporate space. There are a lot of people who gets close to you just to figure out how you do what you do and try to duplicate your entire identity. You have to understand that there are personality stealers out there who wants to steal the entire personality. There are people out there that are just miserable, and misery likes company. So they'll try their best to destroy your reputation. There are people out there who just don't have nothing better to do than to walk around and tear down people. Stop divulging information to people, especially when they didn't even ask for it. So the thing with information is that words travel. And sometimes you are deliberately misquoted or your words are taken out of context because information travels. And if somebody just wanted to be mischievous, they're going to send the information out there and they're going to deliberately misquote you, and that can cause reputational damage. And don't get me wrong, you can absolutely build genuine friendships at work. because some of my closest and dearest friends are people that I would have met while at work. So don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, you need to have a spirit of discernment. I always say, try to see people for who they are and not for who you want them to be. And you have to remember, not everybody is like you. Not everybody have a heart like yours. And that's one of the biggest mistakes we make in life. Thinking that people are going to treat us the way that we treat people. And that people have the same heart that we have. Because you have some people that are wicked, especially in the workplace. Trust me. You also have to understand that not because somebody is friendly, it means they're your friend. And you don't need people to know your personal life in order for them to work well with you. They just need to know enough about you to work well with you. So my advice today, be warm, be nice, be kind, be approachable, but also be wise in how you select your friends in the workplace.
Please hear me when I say, but your coworkers are not your friends. They are not people to tell your business to tell what you did over the weekend, unless it's like, general information. But them calling you, them texting you, they don't like you, okay? It's very rare that you will genuinely find someone at a job that you will be friends with outside of the job if you were to leave or if they were to leave. Because here's the thing that makes them not friend worthy, right? When people are working at the same job, whether it's, y'all are on salary, whatever, hourly, whatever the case is, naturally people compete, right? They like you until you start to do better, until the boss starts noticing you more, until people start to put your names in rooms and not their name in rooms, right? Y'all are hee hee ha ha, okay, cool, all of this other stuff, until you start to get noticed, until you start to get the promotion, until you start to elevate at the company, at the job. They don't like you. As long as you guys are on the same level or you are a little bit below them, you're okay. But the minute you start to get noticed, the minute you start to do things differently, the minute you start to speak up a little bit more, the minute you start to make more money than them, whether you told them or whether they just found out, they are going to turn on you. They don't like you. They don't like you. Friendships take time, right? To build trust, to build, a mutual liking for each other, a mutual liking for the things that you like to do, that they like to do, whatever. It takes time, okay? And for me, I'm learning that you can't call everybody a friend, but I especially know that I cannot call a coworker a friend. I know that for a fact. So again, stop sharing things with these people. They don't like you. They're not your friends.
We are friendly at work, bitch, not friends. Do you understand me? Say yes. Thank you very much. And I'm going to tell you how you're going to start. Number one, you need to maintain your personal boundary. Do not overshare your personal business. It is none of their fucking business, the shit that you're doing outside of work. I don't give a fuck if you own your own business, you throw events, whatever. That is outside of your job. Do you understand me? Thank you very much. Also, bitch, do not fucking participate in gossip. I know it is like so enticing. You may have your 2 cents, but bitch, they done stop making pennies. Put it in your motherfucking pocket. Save it until you get the fuck home. Do you understand me? Say yes. Thank you very much. Every conversation you have at work should be one that is okay to be mirrored or echoed. Okay? That's how you got to take it. Every conversation that you have is not a secure, personal conversation that is only going to remain between 2 people. No, bitch. Act like it is over a loud system like in a school. It will be repeated. So everything that you say, it needs to pertain to the work environment, and that's it. We just hear the motherfucking dance, bitch.
I'm going to take advantage of this moment to remind you guys that your coworkers are not your friends. They're not your friends. So yesterday I was talking to an old coworker because I recently moved positions and she took over the role that I was doing now that I'm gone. On top of the job that she already had. So I already felt bad for her, but that's no longer my problem. So she reached out to me yesterday just to ask about how I made myself relevant and feel valued in the role, blah, blah, blah. And I was just talking to her, telling her what I did.
And I recently got a promotion right before I left. So that was awkward. But she wanted to know, like, how did I make myself successful? How did I make myself visible to leadership? Blah, 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 blah. So I'm, going through everything with her, which I didn't even have to because, girl, I'm not in that role anymore. But just for the sake of being a team player, I'll do it. So I sat with her and talked for like 45 minutes. And at the end, she says, if I'm just being candid with you, I was vying for a promotion and then I didn't get it and you got it. And then you left 4 months later and left me with the work. And I just thought that was hilarious. Let me tell you something right now. When, how do I say it? Tubap. How do I say tubap? Never mind. When your coworker says something is hilarious, it's not hilarious. It's the exact opposite of hilarious. I just found it so interesting that she said that to me. Not that I ever considered her like a friend, because like I said, your coworkers are not your friends. But she actually sent me a Christmas card, a holiday card this last December. Just thought that was interesting. Your coworkers are not your friends. Do not forget that. Don't share personal information with them. Don't share things you don't like about the job with them. Don't share how you feel about your manager with them. Just do not do it. Stay away from people who want to gossip in the workplace because there's nobody that you can really trust.
Don't ever trust nobody at your job. Them people at your job is not your friend. Y'all just co-workers. You got to keep it at that type of relationship. Because people be trying to get information on you. They trying to find out your life. And a lot of them people, they be jealous. Like, definitely if you got something going on outside of work and work is all they got going, they be hating on you about that. So don't tell them about anything good that's happening in your life, that you finna hit the lotto, that you finna find another job, that you finna, better yourself. You finna start doing another career or going to school for this. Because, boy, they gonna sabotage you. They gonna sabotage you. Some people, they be mad because they ain't got the thrive or the fight to be able to try to do something better in their life. And they know that this is the end goal for them. So when you go to talk about positive stuff that's going to, get you to the next level, get you up out of this job, they don't like that. Sometimes they want to get you up out of the job before you even get to that goal. Because they like, yeah, now what you going to do now? Now you stranded. And the main ones to watch out for is the ones that was a regular employee like you, and then they get promoted. They change. Really, they was already changed because them be the brown noses. They be the ones that be kissing ass. They be just kissing ass. And then once they get promoted and they get that little power, boy, they be trying to take advantage of it. They be trying to take advantage of it. The whole time, they'll be trying to act like they cool with you, but behind your back, they throwing salt all on your name, trying to get you fired, trying to get you rolled up and all that there. So be careful. Just come in here, make your money, take your ass home. These people is not your friends. They not your friends. Like I say, a lot of them, they be jealous of you. Definitely if you got something else going on outside of the job. Some people, this is their whole life. That's why you'll have the people that been at the job 20, 30 years and they just be stuck in their ways. And most of them don't get promoted. They just be a follow the leader type person. And if you ain't coming in there with that same mentality, they don't like that. They hate a strong mind. So like I say, don't trust nobody at your job. They not your friends.
Let me know what you all think and what you think about coworkers as friends. And remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications, share with a friend, comment, do all the things, and I'll see you in the next one.